Johnny English is studying martial arts in Tibet as restitution for a previous catastrophic expedition in Mozambique. Ting Wang, his Tibetan teacher and mentor, is a MI7 sleeper agent, and their employers have sought Johnny's assistance. Johnny returns to MI7's London headquarters and is tasked by new boss Pegasus to foil an assassination attempt against the Chinese leader during scheduled discussions with the Prime Minister. Johnny also meets with buddy and fellow spy Simon Ambrose, codenamed Agent 1, and Patch Quartermain, MI7's resident inventor. Tucker, a subordinate agent, is assigned to follow him.
Crystal clear, Pegasus.
His Chinese contact is murdered at a casino in Macau, but English discovers a poker chip in the man's palm that contains the address of ex-CIA agent Fisher in Hong Kong. Fisher admits that he is a part of Vortex, a secret assassin group that also botched his operation in Mozambique. Vortex's strength stems from a hidden assassination weapon that requires 3 metal keys to release, one of which Fisher has. Fisher is murdered by an assassin disguised as a cleaner, but English is able to track down and incapacitate the murderer's accomplice and recover the key. On a trip returned to London, as Tucker is gloating about the success of his operation, the key is taken by a Vortex member dressed as a steward. When it is revealed that the case is empty, English is humiliated in front of the Foreign Secretary and Pegasus at the latter's mansion. The Foreign Secretary, Pegasus, and Tucker depart in dismay. English hears a vacuum cleaner cleaning approaching the room and believes she is a killer cleaner from Hong Kong. He only fights Pegasus' mother, not the killer cleaner. English arrived to apologize to Pegasus' mother in the kitchen, but she is the killer cleaner, disguised as Pegasus' mother, and begins to assault by throwing knives at English. He arrives to pursue the killer cleaner and fight her, but instead attacks Pegasus' mother in front of the children. Kate Sumner, MI7's behavioral psychologist, conducts an off-hours session with English, causing him to recollect the preceding events of his aborted operation in Mozambique and, as a result, the identity of the second member of Vortex, Karlenko, a Russian agent. A golf match is set up between Karlenko and English, whose overt attempts to obtain intelligence from Karlenko lead to Karlenko ordering English's killing. The cleaning woman assassin, on the other hand, critically injures Karlenko. English and Tucker kidnap Karlenko's private helicopter, but he dies from his wounds before disclosing that Vortex's final agent is a MI7 operative. Ambrose discloses at a meeting at M17 that the Swiss government has agreed to give them their fortification Le Bastion, allowing the discussions to continue. Ambrose and English dine together, and English informs Ambrose that he knows there is a mole in MI7. Ambrose is about to shoot English when he discloses that he has no idea who the traitor is. Tucker holds Ambrose at gunpoint in the toilet stalls, alleging Ambrose is the mole since he is shown with Karlenko on his computer, until English tells him to go. Ambrose persuades Johnny that Patch Quartermain is the traitor. English, ignorant that Simon is the mole, hands over the key to him. Ambrose then phones Pegasus and informs her that Johnny English is the traitor. Patch confronts English at a church after finding that he has been framed and set up. Patch's highly sophisticated wheelchair, complete with retractable armrest-mounted guns and high-speed settings, allows Johnny to escape MI7's grasp. Johnny visits Kate and persuades her that he is not the traitor. Kate examines footage from the Mozambique expedition and notices that Shambal's bodyguard's conduct seems unusual and out of place. They discover that Vortex is using timoxylene barbibutanol, a medicine that allows individuals to be controlled for a short period of time before dying of heart failure. Ambrose, Vortex's sole survivor, intends to use the drug to assassinate the premier in exchange for $500 million. Ambrose comes at Kate's residence to pick her up and drive her to the airport. After Simon has left, English discovers the killer cleaner in Kate's flat. She tries to murder him with a chainsaw fitted into her vacuum cleaner, but Johnny escapes via a waste chute. English meets Tucker in his bedroom and persuades him to join him on a new mission. English and Tucker try to infiltrate a strongly fortified stronghold in the Swiss Alps, where the Prime Minister is to be killed. English triggers a distress beacon by mistake, mistaking it for a rappel device, alerting the armed guards to their location. Tucker is ordered by English to pretend to assault him, with his subordinate simulating his death with a revolver. English is placed in a corpse bag, and the two gain admission to the premises. Tucker fights the armed guards who are accompanying them, while English tries to get inside Pegasus' office. English catches Pegasus just as she is about to sip the drug-laced spiked drink and convinces her that Erebos is the traitor. English, on the other hand, drinks it instead, leaving him open to Ambrose's orders. Ambrose orders that English knock Pegasus unconscious. Ambrose instructs English to assassinate the premier with a handgun disguised as a lipstick tube. English uses his monastic teachings to try to fight the effects of the medication. Johnny fights with himself incessantly, while Tucker tries to disrupt Ambrose's frequency for communicating with English. English prepares to assassinate the Chinese leader when Tucker breaks the frequency, substituting it with a radio station, causing Johnny to dance to the music. The drug's effects wear off, and English seems to die of heart failure. Kate, on the other hand, revives Johnny by kissing him on the lips, causing his pulse rate to increase. Johnny tries to catch up to Simon by jumping off the building and using a parachute to safely land in the snow. English commandeers a snowmobile and pursues the MI7 traitor. Johnny eventually catches up to Simon, who is riding a gondola lift. The two struggle, with English utilizing his knowledge to survive multiple crotch kicks. Johnny ultimately obtains Simon's weapon but falls from the vehicle. Ambrose attempts to shoot English, which results in English pulling out his ostensibly bulletproof umbrella, which instead fires a rocket into the cable car, killing Ambrose.